Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little tutorial project type share for you. I was playing with this Fire Ruby texture paste again and applying it to different colors and in a couple of ways to see how they worked depending on how you used them. And so I was trying to see what they look like if you just sponged it over embossing on the different colors, because I wanted to use it for Christmas. And then what it looked like if you troweled it over a stencil on the different colors, what effect you would get. And so let's start with and then I'm going to show you how I apply it, what works best for me generally. And so here, let's raise this up a little bit. So basically what I did was took a sponge applicator and I just dipped it in the paste. Let me grab one. I'll just do it really quick and show you a little bit. I have these little, I think it's a craft applicator. You buy them on Amazon, like a 200 pack for $10 or something. Not very much. But I just dipped it in here. Or you can even do one of those triangular makeup sponges as well. Just put a little on, and then all I did was just rub it over the top of the image of the embossing to kind of see what it looked like that. And you just kind of lightly, oh, hey, that's a second one. Look at that. That's a little more. That's two. Okay, so I was, let's not get distracted here too much. So I was just going and applying it on these, and with a simple one application, just to kind of brush over the top to get a shimmery accent. You get shimmer, but it goes on, like on the green, it goes on more brown. On the red, it's like more of a rust red. But on some of it, it actually, if you get a good coat, it's a shimmery red. Like it did on the poinsettia, it ended up being a shimmery red. On the white, it's kind of a bronzy chocolate red, so to speak. And then on the black, it's the most red, which is, I think that is just so interesting. Fascinating how it does that. And so I just did the same thing, rubbed it over the top and everything. And so that's what those look like. And then I took a spatula and troweled it through the stencil over the top of it, and I'll show you how I do that on the colors here. In this same thing we got yesterday, it is actually red, and that came out pretty fun. And these are just about dry. The thicker and the bigger the stencil, the more warped your paper gets. See, this isn't dry all the way. The core of the paper is actually still has moisture in it. I don't know if you can tell that, how warped the paper actually still is. And it'll, as it gets dry, it'll flatten. It won't totally flatten, but it'll be enough that you could use it on a card. But that's on white, and I thought that actually turned out really pretty. And then here it is on green, and it shows up really well on green. Look at that. And this is still drying. It's pretty warped as well, see? But it'll flatten out as it dries more, and it's really beautiful. And then this is it on red, and I thought, yeah, that actually came out pretty fun. So there's those. And so then how I do the stencils is I spray. You shake this up. It's a Pixie Spray Light Tech adhesive. Shake it up really well. I do it in the trash can. Spray the back of the whole thing. Let it set for a second so it gets tacky. And then I just put it down. And then you just press. And it makes it to where your stencil doesn't shift around. And it makes it really nice to get a good crisp image. And so I did this one again. And I did this one, little poinsettia one. And if you don't, you need to wash your stencils right away, just so you know. Otherwise, it it sticks on it. And so I didn't wash them right away. But it didn't clog any of the stenciling. And it looks fine. So it just kind of makes them look a little bit icky. But that doesn't bother me. So there we go there. We have that down. And so now I'm just going to take my spatula and run it. So you don't actually need a lot. You just need a little bit. So like that much, and you just scrape it across the top. Whether you're just applying accent and you just want a little bit, or across the whole thing. And you just keep scraping. And when you need more, you grab a little more. Fill in all the little I'm going to turn this little. See, a little goes a long ways. This is a really pretty stencil, pretty poinsettia stencil by Tim Holtz. I don't know if I got all of it, but I think that's good enough for now. And then I was going to show you another way when you have a big... There you go. So I'll just set this up to the side and then I'll clean it in a minute. So there you have that. And that looks pretty good. And then the other way you can do it is, this is a Gina K stencil pal. I think it's Gina K, or maybe it's Deco by Gina K. Anyways, it's a stencil pal. If you type in Google, it's like $5. But this allows you to do a much wider, a bigger stencil if you're wanting to apply it to a large area. And how you use this is you grab some out and put it on the back. Whoops, got it a little high there. And then you can like press it down into all the different areas, and it's supposed to help you, oh sorry about that, not use as much. Oh, but don't touch your design. Fafik Nukin. Dang it. It's a little bit difficult trying to do this with the camera in the way. There we go. Let's turn it around a bit. Oh man, I'm getting it everywhere. I probably should have just did one. But there we go. And then there's this one little spot right there. There you go. And then that, just scrape it back off and rinse this off when you're done. There we go. I'll go clean that in just a sec, but let me peel these off so you can see what it looks like. There you go. And then, and that's all there is to that. And, so let me, go, oh, I see I messed it up right there, darn it. Okay, well, let me go clean these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got that cleaned up. I thought you might like to, see how it, does, cleaning off like your craft mat and stuff. And it just, not too bad. It comes off pretty easy. Just, this is a baby wipe, Kirkland Costco baby wipe is all it is. And, but yeah, it doesn't, just a little scraping, with your fingernail, the big chunks just come right off. Really simple. Yeah, not too, but there's that. And then the stencils, yeah, little, little goobery, but they work. I scrubbed them out with the brush, so that way the actual stencil's clean. The top doesn't bother me that it looks like that. And then the tool's actually cleaned up pretty decent as well. And the other one there. So I thought you do need to do it right away though. You do not want to let it set for any time at all, because it does dry fairly quickly. The nice thing about it though is it drying fairly quickly. This stuff actually stays pretty pliable. It isn't prone to chipping on your projects and stuff, or flaking off. Which the embellishment mousse, I noticed when I was using a panel I had made yesterday, that it was like flaking off and stuff. So it was kind of like, oh, okay. Whereas this stuff, when I cut it and everything, it stayed really pliable. So I like that about it. And I think this is going to be a really fun new item to add to projects. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and you like seeing that. And a big fan of it on white. That red and that beautiful ruby, fire ruby icing paste, that is gorgeous on white. Yeah. See, I messed it up there. I drug. Oh, man. But thanks so much for stopping in and hanging out for a minute, and hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Okay, bye-bye.